Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. Just wanted to follow up on the statement that I made about being able to do everything I possibly can to save the people of this great nation from themselves by giving them the truth that sets them free from the jive and the lies and the confusion that they've always received. But one of those truths is this: America, like all nations, is not a perfect nation. It has been able to achieve an awful lot for its people. And sometimes it's been legit and sometimes it might have been illegit. Sometimes we've done some ugly things trying to make some of us look good. You know how that story works. It's like the mob messing over anybody so they can look good. Power does that. It's just like racism and bigotry. It's all of that stuff. And there's only one escape, and that is for everybody to just give it the power to God and just be glad to be alive and enjoy the best that life has to offer. But that seems to be a problem. I just wanted to add, ladies and gentlemen, Trump is out there, and Trump is not your friend. All of you Republicans who are hollering Trump and everything you think Trump wants you to do, Trump is not your friend. And the truth of the matter of fact, you are not Trump's friend. You're trying to use Trump. You're trying to use Trump to help you abuse everybody else. Wait a minute. Those people at the Trump rallies are trying to ramp Trump up to get him so they can use him to do the ugly things that they want done. And he's trying to ramp them up so he can use them to be able to do the ugly things that he wants done. All these ugly people working hand in hand. But those of you who are not so ugly, what are you going to do? I want you to know this. America has been in the crosshairs for quite some time. People, powers that be, various places around the world, for all kinds of reasons, have wanted to see America brought down just like other nations have been brought down. And they have been secretly and openly doing whatever they possibly could to bring her down. So they got the American population just about right by how they treated them. How you split them up, divided them, how you kept whites and blacks divided, how you kept liberals and conservatives doing their thing, and how you kept everything going on in America trying to hide little this and other little things slipping out. You got America just where you thought you wanted it. But there was one thing that was missing to bring America down. One thing that was missing. Donald Trump. Donald Trump was designed from the beginning to destroy. To destroy. You heard the expression, where the devil been, he's been walking to and fro across the world. Looking for what? See what he can conquer. See what he can rapture up. See what he can destroy. Well, that's what's going on. And it's not going to end after November 6th. It's going to still continue to go on because now you got a mad dog in a corner. Let me tell you something what I did, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to tell you this here. I've never really been a animal person, a pet person. So I don't really know how to do certain things, but I ran across a little dog once I liked. And I tried to bring him into my home and raise him up like I wanted him to be. But now you don't want even when a dog at a certain age, you don't want your dog using your house for a bathroom. You like to take him for a walk and do stuff like that. But sometimes, depending on what you're engaged in, that can cause problems. And, being a human being, you expect some dogs and animals to learn quick like you do. So you say, no peeing. I'm going to tell you, just to make a long story short, I took my dog for a walk. These were years ago. I was a younger man. And I walked about an hour, came back. The dog didn't do anything, but I did my job. And as soon as I brought him back to the house, the first thing he did was to put his foot on that darn carpet and go find him a spot and go squat. I slapped him on his butt. When I slapped him on his butt, he tried to, I don't know what he tried to do, something funny. And he ran in the hallway. And I started fussing. You know how people fuss. That dog that I take you for a walk and you come back here pissing on my floor. Oh, then you do that kind of stuff. I don't know what happened, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm going to tell you one more thing happened. I don't know if it was at that moment I went to hit him on his butt again. But when I went to do that, it was a small dog, you know what, he's no baby, he wasn't no toy dog. When I went to do that, when I drew back a bloody finger. See, I had pushed that dog into a corner. That dog had never done anything like that before. But now I had put that dog in a corner, and he felt that if he had to do something, or something worse was going to happen. So I drew back a bloody finger. Now, he didn't expect that to go unanswered. So he ran in what he called a place of protection, his kennel. But that wasn't a place of protection, because now I'm angry. And I picked that kennel up and threw it against the floor, and it went spread all kind of ways. Did that solve anything? I tell you one thing, I never hit that dog again. I never drew back a bloody finger. And as far as I know, we were able to work things out. Now, I'm not saying that that was a proper thing. I'm just telling you how stupidity can act. Ignorance can cause things to happen. I didn't know how to handle the dog, so I tried whatever I could. That's what's happening with Trump. Trump is not ready. He's like me. He can't be no president. He's just out there running on fumes. Now he's done a whole bunch of crazy things because he has been running out there in the low, what do you call it? Under the wire. I can't think of the word I really want to use. So he's been running under that, but now he's put himself in a position. A position just like sometimes if you don't put yourself in a position, you can get away with a lot of things. You know, you can go do a lot of bad things, then you go attention to yourself, and all of a sudden you say, well, I wish I had kept my mouth quiet. Now Trump has done the same thing. Now he's up there, and you can imagine every kind of connection that you can think of, he's probably in it, but you don't have to do that. They got documentation to prove what Trump is in. And what they got on him, you got people locked up in major prisons for. You got people doing all kinds of time for. And so that could mean that to him, and not just him, but his family, a great portion of them, or just some ugliness that's read into what people have always missed. And so it's life or death. In this situation right here, Trump probably, in his mind, has said to himself, I got to come out a winner, or I got to die. So that could mean to him that he'll do whatever is necessary. If he got to take this nation to a war, if he got to put a war, assembly of military forces on one border, and cause all kind of hate in other parts of the world to rise up, if he could just get one person to come on through the United States in a place where the color folks live, across the railroad track, in the ghetto. Don't come over in the white community, but unless you have to. But just go over in one of those communities and drop a bomb on them. Just drop a bomb on them. That'll loosen me up so I can do what I want to do. Then they'll think I'm a good man. So he's probably praying. He's probably on his knees every night praying for some catastrophe, some pain, some hurt to come to somebody so he can hide behind it. That's what he's probably doing. Why do I say that? I say that because that's the kind of people, that's what they do. That's what evil people do. That's what low-down people do. I haven't had that kind of power, but I'm evil. I'm growing out of it. I still got some evil in me. Listen to some of the things I say. Some low down. I got some low down in me. You listen to me. But my number one concern is trying to love. And the way I look at love is protecting not just myself, not just the folks who live in this household, not just my mama's kids and my daddy's kids, but everybody on earth. To me, that's the greatest love you can do. So even though I got some evil in me, even though I got some ugliness, some low down dirt in me, the number one thing in me is that I don't want to see now one of you suffering. Why do you think I'm talking against Trump? You think I'm talking against Trump just because I want you to suffer? No, I'm talking against Trump because I don't want Trump to cause suffering on other people, and I know if I can keep him from causing trouble on other people, these people will not cause any more trouble on you than they have already caused in the past. And since you know how this thing works, you can take care of your business and get them to treat you right. It ain't Trump that's going to get them. He's going to bring you more hell. So having said that, I wanted to say the point of destroying America, they just needed some major individual. I used to sit around and watch all the hate groups, the Klans and the nationalist groups and all those haters. And they hate, they just hate, but they never had the most major mouthpiece. And then Trump came on. They had the most major mouthpiece. And the whole power force that wanted to destroy America just jumped up and shouted and screamed. How in the world can the most despicable individual that ever, as far as I can call, at least in my lifetime, that has ever gone to the White House is still there? And I'm not talking about assassination. I'm talking about the people get on the street and tell me he's got to go. Why? Because he does not represent what all of the churches and all of those trillions and maybe not trillions, but a few million people go to church on Sundays, talking about their love of God, being evangelicals and they're fundamentalists. I mean, now you're going to have to see what these people are really about. What are they about? You see, they're no better than Trump. They're going along with everything he's doing. The fundamentals, they're no better than Trump. They're going along with everything that he's doing. So what I'm saying to you is that the system that was established to do certain things had already brought the people to this level. They were just missing the voice. And they made sure they got a voice. They made sure they were going to get a voice. They put before you two voices that represented the same thing. Two voices that was designed to set up and bring you down to whatever you're going to end up being. One was a Republican, one was a Democrat. One was a woman and one was a man. You know what? They were both white. And either one of them that you got was going to bring you to a point like this. Now, Miss Clinton might not have brought you to the same point. She would have brought you to another point. But it would never have been a difference. It would have been somebody bringing you down to your knees. And that is what's happening today. God don't want it to happen, but God said if that's what you want, he will allow it. But he got a hedge standing up here in the gap. I'm going to do everything I possibly can to stop it. Now, as a physical force, I can't stop it. It's going to have to be mental or spiritual. Until next time, bye-bye.